Totally. Totally. The new policy makes no sense. Nobody on the team understands why they changed it. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the best opportunity you've had in years. Don't let it pass. Exactly. Exactly. If we don't fix the root cause now, the same problem will come back in 3 months. Definitely. Definitely. I'd rather spend a little more and get something that lasts than keep replacing cheap stuff. Of course. Of course I remember. It's your birthday next Friday. I already made a reservation for dinner. Sure. Sure, I can take a look at it this afternoon. Just send me the file when you get a chance. For sure. For sure. If the price drops any lower, I'm buying. I've been waiting for this deal for weeks. You bet. You bet I'm excited. This is the first vacation I've had in over a year. No doubt. No doubt about it. They'll win the championship. Their defense is untouchable this season. Obviously. Obviously, it's going to take more than one meeting to sort this out, but it's a good start. Clearly. Clearly, the instructions weren't communicated well. Half the team did it completely differently. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't totally agree, but I understand why you made that call. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's meet at the usual place at noon and take it from there. Sounds great. Sounds great. A weekend in the mountains is exactly what I needed. Thanks for organizing everything. You got it. You got it. I'll have the full report ready before the end of the day. Is PDF okay? That makes sense. That makes sense now. I was confused at first, but once you explained the context, everything clicked. Exactly my point. That's exactly my point. We keep putting out fires instead of preventing them in the first place. Same here. Same here. I've been feeling completely overwhelmed with work lately. It's just too much. Me too. Me too. I've been wanting to try that restaurant for months. Let's finally go this weekend. So do I. I think we should take the train. So do I. It's faster and we avoid traffic. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the next few days go at work. I guess so. I guess so. It wasn't the plan, but things didn't work out the way we expected. I suppose so. I suppose so. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. I think so. I think so. He said he'd try to make it, but I haven't heard from him since yesterday. I don't think so. I don't think so. They seemed pretty firm about the deadline when we spoke last week. I doubt it. I doubt it'll be finished on time. They still have so much left to do, and the deadline is Friday. No way! No way am I doing that again. Last time was a complete disaster, and I haven't recovered yet. That's not true. That's not true at all. We clearly agreed on a different date. I even have the email to prove it. That's not right. That's not right. The formula is wrong. You need to divide first, then multiply. That's not fair. That's not fair. Everyone worked just as hard, and now only two people are getting credit for it. Neither do I. I don't enjoy working late. Neither do I. I think we need better time management as a team. I could be wrong, but it seems like the feedback was more negative than they're letting on publicly. Really? Really? She got promoted already? She only joined the company 6 months ago. Seriously? Seriously? You climbed the whole mountain in one day? That's insane. I'm impressed. No kidding. No kidding. They've been together for 10 years and I had absolutely no idea. How did I miss that? Right? The ending was completely unexpected, right? I did not see that twist coming at all. For real? For real? He just quit without giving any notice? That's bold. I wonder what happened. You're joking. You're joking. They canceled the whole event the day before? All that planning for nothing. Shut up! Shut up! You got tickets to the sold out show? How did you even manage that? Get out of here! Get out of here. You ran into your old teacher in another country? What are the odds? Are you serious? Are you serious? They doubled the price overnight with no warning? That's outrageous. Are you joking? Are you joking? They want the whole project redone from scratch? We've been working on this for months. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. After all these years, they finally released the sequel. I thought it was never going to happen. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. She finished the entire marathon in under 3 hours. I can barely run 5 minutes. That came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. The announcement completely blindsided everyone. There had been zero rumors. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't see that coming. I thought they were one of the strongest teams this season. What are the odds? What are the odds that we'd end up on the same flight, in the same row, after not seeing each other for 5 years? Small world. Small world. Turns out my new boss and my college roommate went to the same high school. I hear you. I hear you. Juggling work, family, and everything else at once is genuinely exhausting. Don't be too hard on yourself. I feel you. I feel you. That kind of uncertainty is the worst. Not knowing what's going to happen next is mentally draining. I know, right? I know, right? Everyone keeps saying the movie was great, but I honestly found it pretty boring. Tell me about it. The deadlines keep changing, and no one tells us why. Tell me about it. I've been dealing with the same thing all month. You're telling me. I can't keep up with all the last minute changes. You're telling me. I've redone this 3 times already. No wonder. No wonder she's frustrated. She's been asking for support for months and no one has listened. I've been there. I've been there. Starting a new job is overwhelming at first, but give it a few weeks and it starts to click. Gotcha. Gotcha. So the meeting's on Thursday, not Friday. I'll update my calendar right now. Got it. Got it. Send the draft by Tuesday so I have time to review it before the client presentation. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad it worked out. You put in so much effort and it really paid off. That's crazy. That's crazy. They sold out in under 10 minutes. I didn't even know the sale was happening. That's wild. That's wild. So they just decided to move to another country with no job lined up? That's a bold move. That sucks. That sucks. You trained so hard for that race, and then getting injured right before it is just awful timing. That's a lot. That's a lot to process all at once. A new job, a new city, and a new apartment. Give yourself some time. That's too bad. That's too bad the trip got canceled. You'd been looking forward to it for so long. I hope you can reschedule. That's a relief. That's a relief. I was afraid the whole thing was going to fall through. Now we can actually move forward. It is what it is. It is what it is. We can't change what happened, so let's just focus on making the best of the situation now. No biggie. No biggie. It was just a minor delay. Everything is still on track for the deadline. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Mistakes like that are totally normal when you're still learning the system. Whatever works. Whatever works. We can do it in the morning or the afternoon. Just tell me what time suits you best. My bad. My bad. I should have double checked the address before sending. I'll resend it to the right person right now. My fault. My fault entirely. I scheduled it on the wrong day. I'll reach out to everyone and send a new invite. I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but the execution just wasn't there. It felt rushed. You know, sometimes I wonder if we're overcomplicating things that could be really simple. So basically, the client changed their mind again, and now we have to redesign the whole landing page. Anyway, that's all in the past now. The important thing is what we do moving forward. Kind of. It's kind of a mix between a cafe and a co working space. It's hard to put it in one category. Sort of. It's sort of like jazz, but with an electronic twist. You really have to hear it to understand it. Like, and then she was like, I'm not doing it. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Actually, now that you mention it, I think the first version was better. Can we go back to that? Honestly, honestly, I thought the meeting was pointless. We spent an hour and didn't make a single decision. To be fair, they were working with a really tight budget. You can't expect perfection under those conditions. Just saying. The plan has some obvious flaws, just saying, but if everyone else is happy with it, I won't push back. That being said, the results weren't great. That being said, we learned a lot and we'll do better next time. At the end of the day, what matters most is that the team is happy and the client gets what they need. Long story short, after 3 hours of delays and a gate change, we finally made it onto the plane. Either way. It's going to be a tough conversation, so let's just get it over with and move on. At least the weather was good. Everything else went wrong, but we got to enjoy a nice day outside. In any case, whether we get the funding or not, I think we should start preparing the launch materials now. By the way, I ran into Marco this morning and he mentioned the project deadline might be pushed back a week. On top of that, the service was slow, the food was cold, and on top of that, they got our order wrong. Not going back. Not to mention, the app crashes constantly. Not to mention the fact that it drains your battery in under 2 hours.